Hi, my name is Goose. I'm the mayor of Goose Towne, and I am a starving artist, emphasis on the starving, and I am the mayor of Goose Towne, of course. So we're a variety birdcast at twitch.tv/Goose Towne. And our three core tenets of Goose Towne are art, tarot, and cozy gaming. And I'm always blending those three. So that's a little bit about me, and I'm at Goose Towne everywhere.
Welcome. Thanks so much for being here today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
So go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself. Okay?
Yeah, so my name is Noah, but my friends call me Goose. But the thing that brings people into Goose Towne that gets you geese to migrate in is usually art or is tarot. And I'm also like a yogi and a gym rat. The stars aligned for Goose Towne to start happening. So it's truly the thing that keeps me sane. And thank God it's helping just barely make ends meet right now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We're full-time silly goose.
Full-time silly goose.
Yeah.
Good for you. Congrats on that, by the way.
Thank you.
So let's talk about burnout. Have you experienced it? I'm assuming yes. Has it been this one big burnout phase, or is it slowly mini ones, or when has that occurred?
It is cyclical, and it is a vicious cycle, and you need to take preventative measures just like any other injury, because burnout is a part of your mental health. And the parallels there are unmatched. If you don't warm up before you exercise, and if you don't stretch and cool down after you exercise, you will burn yourself out. I finally escaped this cycle that I realized how much of my burnout was a contributing factor of my living situation and how much it's self-exacerbated. And we do a lot of things that our bodies are not meant to do. And if you ignore your biological signals, you are just gonna spiral. Yep. So if you need sleep, if your body is screaming at you to sleep, you need to sleep. You have to be on top of your own diet. You have to treat yourself like an athlete. Your body is your instrument. And as a creator, it doesn't matter what you create. Your body is your instrument, and you have to sharpen the hatchet.
So what aspects of content creation presented the most challenges for you?
Honestly, it goes back to the idea of institutional knowledge for me. I didn't realize how social of a thing it was going to be. Had I known that you are truly a community manager, I had all the hard skills down. It's the soft skills that nobody warns you about that is the problem. So like moderation and setting yourself up for success there is really tricky. Being a community manager, I wish that I could hire it out. To be honest, don't. People are entitled to your time, and you have to start being selfish. If you want to get projects done, you have to start being selfish. You have to say no to that Discord call, to that game collab, to the thing that is going to stand in the way, even though it's a cool, shiny thing. But if it's going to stand in the way between you and your end goal, and if you don't even know what your end goal is, then you're standing in your own way.
Very true. So what about in hindsight? I know there were definitely a few things that were out of your control, like the pandemic, but maybe other things. How would you have changed in order to avoid burnout?
Mindset. So much of it is mindset, and that's what I mean. Like enter your villain era, and this is what people mean when they say that. It sounds very trite. You are gonna start saying no to opportunities in order to say yes to the right opportunity, and so being prepared for having a safety net for when you do fall, because you're gonna trip over your own feet, right? So ask for help. Make sure that the people you're asking for help are people worth help. Like, don't take advice from anybody whose shoes you don't want to be in. So, and that is how you get the right eyes onto you so that they can help lift you up in the areas, the blind spots. There's things that you don't even know that you don't know. So you need to find somebody that doesn't even know what they know, because it's so second nature to them at that point. So it's all about finding your people and putting yourself out there.
Yeah. So what about avoiding burnout for other people? Like
the best tip that I ever got, and I wish I had a source for this, but I don't. Burnout is, if you think of burnout and you think of depression, it feels like it is a circle, but it's not. The Venn diagram, there's overlap, but it's not the same thing. in order to get out of burnout, you have to be active. So you need to start exercising, but in order to get there, you need to hydrate, you need to listen to your body, you need sleep, you need all of that stuff. And you will be so surprised. Like if you, let's say you want to start taking multivitamins, it takes a while for your body to get used to it. Or if you're paying off a sleep debt, if you struggle with insomnia, it takes at least 2 weeks for your body to start playing catch up. So like try out a vitamin B12 supplement and notice in a month, you're like, wow, I thought that I was a night owl. Turns out I was just malnourished.
After I started actually sleeping more and working out and eating healthy, I was like, dang it, I feel actually really good. But it takes a lot of effort.
The annoying people were right.
Yeah.
It is about yoga and drinking water and getting sunlight.
Literally. Why is that so hard?
I know.
All right, so next question is, how did you specifically, or how did you not, balance your work and life and streaming and mental health, etc.?
Yeah, so I talked about this briefly earlier, but my background's in theater, so there's a show must go on mentality. So you have to just break the mold. It's the only way that I've found success. So it was so easy to structure my day around the things that they're non-negotiables for me. I need to do yoga, I need to go to the gym, I need enough sleep, and I need to like not wake up before 10 or 11. I can't do it. I'm not an early bird. I wish I were. Society isn't built for me. So you need to just make your own destiny, like make your own lifestyle, and the people that don't get it, we're never gonna get it in the first place. Like everything clicks into place once you start working with the way that your brain is wired instead of against it.
So last question, knowing what you know now, what guidance would you offer other streamers to manage their personal life versus streaming life?
My biggest advice is to be more patient with yourself. Take a hiatus once in a while if you need to. So like, you need to really manage your own bandwidth. And like, if you break it down, or if you just talk to somebody else about it, especially if it's somebody who is willing to lend an active listening ear and genuinely listen to you, they'll be like, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff that you're doing. There's only so many hours in the day. And the day is our time is our most precious resource. So like, be patient with yourself. Just because so-and-so that you look up to has every little like sponsorship and app and like integration under the sun does not mean that you need it, but it's easy to get caught up in. So you need some sort of tether to reality, some sort of practical person or mentor. We're all one-man production houses. That is unsustainable, by the way. So yeah, you're gonna get burnt out once in a while. It's gonna happen. It's not an if, it's a when.
Yeah, I agree. I could literally talk to you all day, but we're gonna have to end it there.
I know.
Thank you so much. We're gonna say goodbye to YouTube, and then I'll say goodbye to you right afterwards, okay?
Great.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.